Welcome back for the first video of 2020 here at 360 Tactical Solutions. Hope everybody had a safe and fun holiday season. I know that I, for one, was a little surprised when Santa left this little gem under the tree. Oh yeah, this is the Panzer Arms BP-12, semi-automatic, magazine-fed, bullpup shotgun. There's a lot to cover on this gun. So, we're going to break it down into a multi-part series. Make sure you're subscribed and have the notifications turned on. If you're a shotgun guy, you don't want to miss any of this. First things first, I do have a fair amount of experience with the shortfalls and break-in periods of semi-auto shotguns. I have a BP-12, and while it functions flawlessly now, it hasn't always been that way. So, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm in for with this. Especially considering that it is made in Turkey. I'm going into this with high hopes, but somewhat low expectations. I am going to try to keep an open mind, and honestly, I do hope that it functions well. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. Today's video, we're going to do a somewhat brief overview on the gun itself. So let's get started in the front. Barrel shroud is kind of cool. It looks like a fake suppressor. It does screw on and off relatively easy. One drawback to this is that it's not threaded to be able to accept any chokes or muzzle devices. I know that there are some kits out there for threading the end of a 12 gauge barrel. I would assume that you could take this barrel shroud off, thread the end of the barrel, and put whatever muzzle brake on it that you'd like. That's something that you'd have to look into if this were a gun that you were interested in. The front end does have a quad rail on it. You've got plenty of space for lasers, flashlights, chainsaws, whatever it is that you might feel like you need on a bullpup shotgun. Out of the box, it did come with this copy of Magpul's AFG. It's not terrible, but I mean, honestly, if I want an AFG on my gun, I'm gonna go ahead and put a Magpul angled front grip on there. So that's probably what I'm going to do with that. Now, I've watched several YouTube videos on this gun where people talked up the pistol grip that's on here, and honestly, it's not that bad, I guess. But as far as I can tell, this can be removed and replaced with any standard AR pistol grip. I'm going to be giving that a try probably next weekend. While the rubberized grip of this pistol grip is somewhat comfortable, it doesn't feel as sturdy as I would like it to be. For me, the two things that really need changed on this thing right out of the box are the knockoff AFG and the pistol grip. They're pretty much garbage. These will be taken off and replaced with something better. It brings us to the safety. It's got a nice positive click to it. It's not too hard to turn, but it's also not so easy that it's going to engage or disengage on its own. My one concern, though, is when it is in the fire position, how closely it rides to the finger. It may get uncomfortable when shooting heavy slugs. Only time will tell, but I do feel like I may end up having to file this down a bit just to make it a little bit more comfortable. It is fully ambidextrous, so got it on both sides, pretty easy to use. The BP-12 came with 2 of these 5-round magazines. They seem pretty sturdy and well built. I don't have any complaints as far as that goes. And the mag release for them is ambidextrous. You have one on this side and a slightly larger one on this side. I don't know how mag changes are going to be. I kind of feel like it's going to be awkward, but again, we're going to have to take it to the range and see. Right up above that mag release is the slide release, which again is really reminiscent of ARs. So it's nice because the controls overall feel really familiar and comfortable to what I'm used to with my AR. On the back end, it does have the adjustable cheek rest. I played with it a little bit, and I don't know, I just feel like it's more comfortable all the way down for me. Might be different for you, but for me, all the way down is fine. The BP-12 does come with dual charging handles, which is kind of strange, but also kind of cool at the same time. Up top, you do have the AR style charging handle. As far as I can tell, this can be removed and replaced with whatever AR charging handle you might want to put in it. I'm going to probably leave that there because it also has a side charging handle. So anybody that has done any YouTube searches on this gun has probably seen at least 12 to 15 other people shooting this thing with this rubber cover on here. Let's see if you can get a good look at that. Okay. This is not supposed to be on there. If you buy this gun, do yourself a favor, pull this cap off and throw it away. What it's meant for is to keep the box safe during shipping. So while it's in its shipping box and it's rattling around on its way from wherever in Turkey to the US, this stops the actual charging handle from poking through the cardboard. So you're supposed to just take it off and throw it away. Do yourself a favor, chuck that thing, and don't let anybody see you shooting it with it on there, because you're pretty much going to look like an idiot. On the subject of the side charging handle, this is fully ambidextrous. If you want to leave it on the right side of the gun, you can. If you want to swap it, it's pretty easy. It's a little on the stiff side, but just pull it off, flip your gun around, and you're good to go. Personally, I like the idea of having the side charging handle on the left instead of on the right. So I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Of course, with as easy as it is to switch it from left to right, if I take it out to the range and I don't like it, it's a really simple process. Pull it out, swap it to the other side. So play with it a little bit, figure out how it is that it's comfortable for you. Inside of the box, the BP-12 came with 2 5-round magazines, a standard cleaning kit, which I probably won't use because I prefer bore snakes. It came with these little gems right here. Again, it looks like these guys in Turkey were trying real hard to copy Magpul sights, and they're not bad, except I'm not real positive those are going to hold up with it being a 12 gauge. I feel like as soon as I start putting slugs through this thing, every time I pull the trigger, they're going to do this, and it's going to drive me crazy. So instead, these are getting thrown in the trash along with this shipping plug, and I'm going to be putting the Romeo 5 on it. The other thing that came in the box is this tool. Make sure you don't throw that away. Reading through the directions, disassembly, full disassembly looks like it's a little bit of a pain, and you will need this. Considering the BP-12 is made in Turkey, I'm actually surprised with the build quality. Everything looks like it's machined out really nicely. The upper portion of the receiver is aluminum. The lower portion is polymer. So you're getting quite a bit of weight reduction with the bottom being made out of polymer, but it still feels really sturdy. The overall balance feels really good. It's not too heavy in the front, it's not too heavy in the back. So far, I really like it. I will say though, for all of the ambidextrous features that this thing has, because of the placement of the ejection port, which by the way, cannot be changed. It's on the right side. That's just how it is. That's where it's going to stay. If you are a left-handed shooter, skip buying this gun because it's so awkward. Your face is so close to the ejection port that when it kicks the shells out, they're going to come right for your face. Every video that I've seen on this thing, this gun is a lefty nightmare. So if you're right-handed, it's probably for you. If you're left-handed, you're probably going to be better off buying something else. All right, so first impressions. Aside from needing an immediate swap out on a couple of pieces of furniture, you know, value-wise, it seems like a great value. It comes with 2 mags, you know, the cleaning kit, which, you know, I won't use, but you might be able to. It seems really sturdy. It's comfortable to shoulder. Most everything on this gun seems really precise and well built. So what it's going to come down to is performance, which we'll be seeing real soon. Like I said earlier, I do expect a break-in period. I'm going to probably have to run a crap ton of slugs through this thing before I can just feed it birdshot, if that'll work at all, but only time will tell. Again, make sure that you're subscribed. We're going to be taking this thing out real soon and doing a whole lot of shooting with it, and I'll keep you guys updated on how it does.